Hello friends, I am Sarah. Welcome to Grace in My Space. Today we are outside. We are going to be doing some garden prep and I want to share with you my favorite gardening tools specifically for beginners. So if you are a veteran gardener, you may already know about all of these tools, but if you are new to gardening or if you're trying to get into it, these are tools that are going to save you a lot of hassle and a lot of back-breaking work. So let's get to it. All right, first of all, are you team glove or are you team no glove? Because there are a lot of benefits to getting your hands in the soil, but there's also a lot of benefits to gloves because specifically we have a lot of snakes, we have a lot of slimy things, and I'm just not a fan of that. So I do wear gardening gloves for most of my gardening. If I'm just doing simple weed pulling, I usually don't, but if I'm getting leaves out or if I am spreading mulch, then I do. And there are three of my favorite types of gloves. You can see this one is several years old, well loved. These are new. And I want to share the differences and what I use them for. So first of all, we have your very basic gardening glove. It has the extra leather on all of the fingertips, but then it's breathable on this side, which is nice on a hot day. These are for everyday use. Then I have my lambskin gloves. And I really like them because they are super soft. They're great for clearing leaves, they're great for clearing brush, and they're extra durable when you have thorns or prickers. These are really good. And then for planting specifically, I really like a nitrile glove. It's coated and it has kind of like a moisture barrier because of it, but then it's breathable on this side. These are really nice for all things planting, getting deep into soil, all things slimy, or if you're in a really wet climate. There are a lot of other variations. There's rose gloves, there's all kinds of different options, but these are my favorite. I'll link everything that I'm sharing with you in the description today. Now, I am really basic when it comes to tools because you actually don't need an arsenal of tools to garden well or to garden efficiently. And so for hand tools, these are my three faves. We have the garden trowel, very nice for digging out leaves, digging out holes for planting, very versatile. Then we have the Hori Hori knife. Weird name, I don't know why. But this is really rusty. Oh, my kiddos must have left it outside, or me, I'm not sure. The Hori Hori knife is my favorite gardening tool. It has a serrated edge, it has a point right here, which is great for getting weeds and digging into roots. It has a sharp side, and it's perfect for digging straight into the ground to get weeds out and for various other purposes. This is why you use a Hori Hori knife. Gets that whole root out so those dandelions don't come back. And then of course, your standard pair of trimmers, clippers. These are great for all pruning, for bringing beautiful branches inside, and for just general gardening needs. Oh my God. Oh, you rotten animal. Do you hear those birds? This is my favorite time of year. I use preen in my garden beds because it prevents weeds, but this is also a plant food, so it kind of does double duty. This is just your average grow pot. I like it because it has holes on the bottom, so I scoop it and it comes out the bottom like a little shaker, and then you don't have to like hand spread it, so it actually works really well. Now for power tools. I only have one, I only need one. This is an electric hedge trimmer. It is amazing for all of my woody shrubs like my hydrangeas. I have some hibiscus, we have quince, we have boxwood, we have all kinds of evergreens. All of these things need to be kept in shape, physically shaped. And so this is an amazing tool. It runs very long on one battery, and it's my best, most recommended buy if you're going to buy a power tool for gardening. Next up, the blower. This is a little itty bitty one. It's battery operated. It's really perfect for small spaces, for patios, but it's also perfect for those who have a hard time handling the big backpack blowers. We have a backpack blower. when I turn this blower on, it knocks me backwards. So, I'm leaving this one to Aaron. I stick with this one usually. I do use the big backpack blower. We also have a medium-sized one between this and the big one, which I will use more frequently for bigger areas. But that sucker, I mean, we've got almost 40 acres. We need a big blower, but it's really hard to operate and it's really heavy. It works amazing. Like, it can move the whole earth, pretty sure. But for me, sticking with my baby. Let's talk about hoses. So we have almost 40 acres. We have a very large area that's landscaped that needs watering. This is a great hose. It's flexible, it shrinks when it's not in use, it expands when it's full of water, and it doesn't really snag very easily. I'll link it in the description. But we also have your normal everyday garden hose, and we have a hose link, which is a game changer for a patio area. But really, my favorite type of watering is our in-ground sprinkling. Can't recommend that enough. Now, as far as your general shovels, your rakes, I really like a long-handled hoe. Perfect for prepping flower beds, prepping raised beds, getting the dirt broken up, and pulling weeds. I can't even find my small garden shovel, you know, like the little teeny ones, but that's definitely on the handheld list. This is also on the list. A short-handled shovel, great for edging, great for digging trenches, great for prepping plant holes for planting. Very nice. Actually, I prefer this over the handheld garden shovel because you don't have to be on your knees to use it. You can stand and still prep all of your garden holes. And then this mulch, pine straw, bark, whatever you call it in your area of the country, a bedding fork is perfect for spreading all of those things. And it's also nice to spread out soil and level it. Now, I would love to know, what is your favorite gardening tool? What is your must-have? Drop it in the comments, and maybe you'll teach me something and give me a tool that I've never used before that's gonna change my life. And that's it. That's what I use for all of my gardening. Every now and then I will reach for a long-handled clipper like this that's a bit more heavy-duty and can handle bigger, thicker branches. But for the most part, I use my hedge trimmer, I use these, I use my hori-hori knife, and then the other things are kind of interspersed for really specific needs. So if you are a beginner gardener, I hope that that is helpful for you. I am linking everything that I talked about today in the description if you would like to go and shop for yourself. And I will also link for you our outdoor garden tour that I did last summer, showing our property, showing all of our garden beds, and maybe it will give you some ideas as you prepare your outdoor spaces as well. Now, I'm heading to prep everything in my garden for spring. I cannot wait for these trees to bud out, for everything to come back to life, and I hope that you enjoyed watching this video and got some ideas for your spaces. Thanks for watching. Make sure and hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications, and I will see you next time.